Good afternoon. My name is Janice Tischler, and this is my colleague, Sydney Horak. Thank you for hiring us to assist the West Columbia Chamber of Commerce in developing and promoting a new professional sports team to represent the great city of West Columbia, Texas. We took your charge and dove into our research on the city to ensure that our ideas and promotions captured the essence of the town and represented it well. West Columbia is a small town located in the heart of Southeast Texas where agriculture is king. The town has a rich history and was chosen to be the capital of the Republic of Texas in 1836. As you drive through town, you encounter many historical markers, and a replica of the original Capitol building sits adorning the grounds of the City Hall and Chamber of Commerce. It is obvious that the city is very proud of its history and heritage, and we definitely wanted to pull that component into our proposal. The school district and community promote agriculture and ranching through FFA and 4-H programs, which raise a new generation of farmers and ranchers to continue the economic growth of the town. Texas livestock shows and rodeos have a huge impact on the state's economy, as well as the consumer's view and knowledge of agriculture. They also play an important role in helping young Texans gain life skills through livestock and equine projects, raise money for college, and develop a lifelong love for agriculture. This commitment to agriculture and livestock is not unique to West Columbia, but is the lifeblood of the state of Texas. As we concluded our research on the city of West Columbia, we came to the conclusion that there would be no professional sporting team more befitting for such a historical, iconic Texas town than a professional rodeo team called the Republic Riders. My colleague, Sydney Horak, is our graphic designer and will discuss the design and promotional projects that we are proposing.
With the different aspects and history of West Columbia, it was only logical to go with the professional rodeo team. The name it chose was Republic Riders, coupled with the slogan, holding tight to our heritage and riding for the future. This represents the first Republic roots, as well as carrying the rodeo into future generations. Our oath is the People's Republic Heritage Alive, by including all ages and genders, while giving back to the community. Since West Columbia is such a small town, and the people are so giving, Republic Riders look to embrace that by setting up an endowment for scholarships given to local seniors. I would like to walk you through the elements of design and explain the symbolic significance. First of all, we felt it essential to include the town and state that the spirit would be represented. Using a bright western font, we placed the tower, Republic Riders, in the center encased by a banner of red and blue. The red, white, and blue signifies the patriotism towards the United States of America and the state colors of Texas. Behind the banner is an image of a cowboy, a type of horse, representing the sport of rodeo. On the rear of the horse, you will see the brand for Republic Riders, which will be utilized in other areas of promotion. This design has Western flair, paying homage to the Lone Star State. The circular design itself mimics the belt buckle as customary prize on the professional rodeo circuit. As I pointed out in the previous design, the horse wears the brand of the Republic Riders, which you can see in detail here. The western square with the brand of the arc. This design is depicted in early scale, but can be seen in full color on some of the promotional items we have as examples today. To appeal to children of all ages, We create a mascot of a traditional cowboy attire: boots, hats, and bandana. We love to put names on boots. As we begin promotion of the Republic Riders, we brought in a few items that could be used in this effort.
The first is the banner that could be used at local events, billboards, and other advertisements. The vest is often worn by rodeo competitors and can be used in a uniform of sorts, and has the brand on the right chest in full color. The bandana is worn by the rodeo competitors, but could also be sold to spectators as a rally rag, bandana, or in this time of COVID, a face mask. The buttons we have created could be distributed to young people to represent their team or to adults to be worn on a hat band. The three we have for you today of the logo's design, the brand, and of course, the mascot. Again, thank you to the City of West Columbia and to the Chamber of Commerce for hiring us to help you with this endeavor, and we look forward to working with you in the future. We'll be glad to answer any questions you may have for us at this time.